Hey folks, Leon Gregory here. And tonight I'm bringing to you from Brookfield, Wisconsin, the story of our oldest cat, Molly. She's a tabby cat. You know, the ones that got the stripes on them and that, and she's brown with black stripes and has an orange belly. Um, and she likes to sit in her favorite pose is like the Buddha pose, or Jabba the Hutt, how they sat there like that, and she always gets offended when I laugh at her when she's sitting that way. But, the story of Molly begins and that back, about 9 years ago, and that maybe 10. I'm not sure. I'm sure Tammy will correct me on this. But anyhow, our oldest son was back. It was home from college and that. It was Easter break and that, and he was a little bit heartbroken because his cat had run away from him about a month earlier, and that thanks to his roommates letting him out of the house, and we even went up to Minneapolis to try to help find him, and no such luck. And so we felt a little heartbroken with him too. But when he brought him home in that, and he spent the whole weekend sitting on top of the bird cage, Tammy started thinking, I would like a cat too. And the main reason was that is, our son was practicing football 5 days a week. I was president of our youth football league in that, and I was at the football fields 6 days a week, and she felt a little lonely. So a friend of mine where I worked in that said that his parents had some feral kittens that were just coming of age to be adopted, to be taken care of. And so we made arrangements and went over there, and took our youngest son with us too. And he was wondering, what the heck do I gotta go for? I don't want to be with. I don't want no cat. I don't want this. We got out of the car and saw the four kittens there were at the time, and before you could blink your eye, and then our youngest had one already picked up and named. So much for never wanting a cat. So anyhow, Tammy picked out hers, and then Griff picked out his, and they were trying to pawn the fourth one off on me, and I'm like, nope, if we're gonna have two cats in the house, that's gonna be enough. And I told them right then and there too, I am not doing litter boxes. You guys are gonna have to do the litter boxes. Well, we had to go out and buy collars and cat litter and tray and all that stuff right away. And we had to get them different collars because they were so young and they looked so much alike. And that the only way we could really tell them apart and make sure is to get them each a different color of collars. Um, oh, no, that's Mickey. So anyhow, um, when they got old enough, our oldest son had taken his up to school, and and just by coincidence, happened to take his into the vet the same day that we had taken the other two into the vet down by us. And it was to get them fixed. A simple operation. Vets have done it all the time. But at 9 o'clock in the morning, we get a phone call from Griff. My cat just died on the operating table. We were like, oh my God, we couldn't believe it. 10 minutes later, our vet calls up and says, I am so sorry, I don't know how to tell you this, but one of your kittens died on the operating table. It was hard to take. But he was so broken up in that he closed down his business for the day and said he wouldn't operate. And it just happened that Molly was the sole survivor. And he said he would not operate on her until he could figure out what happened. The only thing both the vets could figure out is either they had an allergic reaction to the juice they gave them, or they had a heart problem that nobody knew about. So, but Molly survived. He did find a way to fix her and that using local anesthetic and everything, and we got her fixed. And and she's been a heck of a cat around here. She's the oldest. She's the queen of the house. Nobody messes with her. When I come home from work, she's there to greet me, and you swear to God, when she says meow, the way she says it, it's hello. It is so funny. and that she loves to flop on the kitchen on the front room floor to have her belly rubbed, and that she loves to cuddle on laps. She loves to be petted, and she has her favorite spot on the waterbed, and she always has to sit in the passenger seat when we travel. So we're very lucky to have Molly, our oldest cat, with us. And on with the story, the next few days, and that be telling you more stories about the other cats in our household, and that are in the Gregory household. And it's kind of crazy around here sometimes. And we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great night.